Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're on my 2008 Ford F250. So this is a new truck to my channel, and braving the cold to get some cool parts on it and get started on it. So today we're going to be replacing these aftermarket side steps with a good quality set from Westin. So let me show you how they showed up. So I went ahead and done a partial unbox here. So just to show you, here's our steps. I'll show you a little bit more after I get them undone. But as you see, they come nice and packaged. You got all your brackets and everything. You got 3 for each side. Then all of our hardware. So I just wanted to give you a glimpse. It comes packaged real nice. And the first thing I got to do is get under here. And you will see these 9/16 bolts. So I go 1, 2, and then this third one's a bracket. So I'm going to take it loose from this bracket. These 2 bolts come here, and I got these 2 bolts. That's everything that's supporting this one. So not a whole lot of mounting points on it, just these 2 contacts. Where this other one, you can kind of already see where it's going to go. So you already can see where the mounting ports is going to be at. So let's go ahead and take both sides off. The other side is exactly the same. So I'm going to zip them off and show you what it looks like there. What it looks like without running boards on it. Those came off super easy. And what I mean by super easy is basically all but 2 bolts broke off. So there's a bracket we talked about. And one thing I want to show you here, this is how cheap these are. So one hand, you see, and you can hear it. These are full of water. So definitely not a real good quality product, I guess. I mean, as far as the tube went, it looks like it lasts, but the brackets really rusted up and did not. So anyways, let's go ahead and grab these new ones, get cleaned up, and show you what they look like. All right, so back here with everything laid out, I was wanting to show you what we got. So here, you got your M8 bolts here. You see, there's going to be 2 sets of them. You got their long ones and these shorter ones. So what that is these long ones will go on to hold the brackets onto the truck, while these shorter ones will hold the boards onto the brackets. So you can see I kind of pre-assembled everything with a lock washer and then a regular flat washer. And then what these guys will do is they'll go into the bottoms of the brackets onto the truck. So now you'll see you have 6 brackets, 5 of the same style, and then 1 oddball one. This oddball one here is the one we're going to put in the middle of the driver's side. And then here, these are spacers for the frontmost bracket if you have a 2010 truck or higher. So what I did go ahead and do is under the truck, I went ahead and put these clips. So you see 2 here, 2 here. So you skip this section, and then you just got 1 here. So I want to point out again, you're skipping this section. So the odd bracket we talked about will go here. All the rest of the areas get a standard bracket. So I'm going to show you that I did the exact same over here. So you got 1 there, the 2 there, and 2 there. So what I'm going to do now is go back, get those brackets and those bolts, and loosely throw those up here. We're not tightening anything down at the moment. So here's your brackets on the truck. Like I said, they're loose, as you can tell. So we'll go under here. Now at the moment, you're only going to have 1 bolt on here because there is no bolt hole up top. So there's this one, and then of course this one. Now we're going to go ahead and get these babies lined up and putting those bottom bolts in. Again, we're not going to tighten them. They are these black button head bolts, and obviously the buttons will go to the outside and keep the nut to the inside. Now all these are 13 millimeter. So that's a 13 millimeter nut. This is a 13 millimeter head on this. So that is what we're going to do next. And then we're going to take this right here. This is a 5 millimeter Allen. So we're going to hold on to the bolt, put those through, and again, we're not tightening anything at the moment. Now, as I'm putting these in here, I want you guys to know that when you get the bolt, I'll get it spread apart here, a little chilly out. You go washer, goes through the truck, and then on the back side, you see you got flat washer, lock washer, nut. So that's how all these are going to go on. There it is, unwrapped. Right there. Whew, ain't she a beaut, Clark? But anyways, so you know you got the right side when your HDX emblem's pointed out and to the rear. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, it's pretty cool on this, which makes it a one-man job, is that when your brackets go in on the back, you'll actually tilt this thing up, sit it on top of the bracket, and then let it come down, because those hold it up there for you. So if you're like me and do all these jobs mainly by yourself, well, these are the bars for you. So let me get them, put them on there, and I'll show you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there she is on, real loosely on right now. So the way I want to adjust this old girl is I want it as far back as I can get it, right there, and I want it as far down as I can get it, because this is a lifted truck. So you'll see on mine, this comes right up to the fender mount. This is where I got mine stopped. That way, when you open the door, you'll be able to go straight for the handlebar and then straight into it. It's going to be way nicer having that little step down. Now, let me show you up under it. I have everything again on there very loosely. And then on this back one, probably just because of brackets being loose and maybe it's a little bit of bend in the where the old bracket was, it bent the original metal a little bit. I had to come under here, you saw, put some force on this to get those bolts started. But all in all, everything went in really good. You see I'm all the way down on my adjustment. So yeah, pretty cool. Now the next thing we're going to do is we'll go ahead and torque all these M8 bolts. Alright, so I went and got my torque wrench. We went ahead and we got her set to 20 foot-pounds. Make sure that that's set. And what we're going to do is start here in the middle. I'm going to do this guy, and then get my number 5 Allen, tighten this guy. And then I'm going to go back up, do this one, and then do this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten this top one first, and then this bottom one. And I'm going to go out and do that exact same pattern there and there. So, except for, you know, we don't have a bolt up here, so it'll be here, 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 and then down to the middle. So, I'm going to go ahead and get that torque going. Now that that side's finished and everything's torqued down, I did go ahead and do this passenger side. So, again, this front bracket and rear bracket, your item 2, and I believe it was item 4, is your passenger bracket. And the way you can tell is you see this is pointing towards the front of the truck where the bolts go, and then these two point to the rear of the truck. So that's how you're going to find out what bracket you need. And it only really goes one way, so you got to get the brackets in there correctly. So again, done the same thing, started in the middle, done the X pattern on the torque at 20 foot-pounds, then did the top one, then the bottom one. So you can see she's all in, went in excellent. So now let's show you guys what the final product looks like. My gosh, it looks so much better. Check that out, guys. Whoo-wee. Looks way better than those silver boards that was on it, and you can obviously tell the quality of these is way better. I freaking love it. Also, like too, on it hides the brackets. It's really hard to see the brackets. Like on another one, you saw the brackets really bad. Here, they're nice and hidden. Gives it a super clean look. All right, guys. So this installation was super simple. If you lay out everything, have it right, get all your tools ready with that 5 and that 13 mil, it'll go by super fast. As you can see, it's a great product. Westin makes a great product. I highly recommend them. You can see just from the sleek design and then from hiding the brackets like I was talking about, it's a very good product. It looks phenomenal. So if you guys like this video and it helped you out, please hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at MustangJackson67. Drop all your questions and comments below. I'll try to get to them. But until next time, let's keep building.